Hi there, and welcome to Code Cinema. My name is Aaron, and I'm here at the animation station for some not late breaking to me news anyway. But sadly, there is a boutique label company that has gone out of business, that's gone into liquidation today. And I got a few of their titles here. I don't have all my titles from them here, but I got a few of them. But Network is a company in the. Hey, Swift, welcome, man. Network is a British film company, and they put out a lot of really good, kind of different stuff. They did like The Man Who Haunted Himself with Roger Moore. They did like a double cassette of that. I got a few Blu-rays from them as well, and I'll show you some of my network stuff here as well. This is gonna be a shorter video. Where tonight we got a little bit of a sick little kitty in the house, and we're keeping an eye on her tonight. But I wanted to come in and actually do that. I'm going to show some of my network stuff. I couldn't find everything. I was kind of shocked to find it out. I actually saw it online, and I will reference the article that I saw it on because I think it's important to do that when you see news like this. So let me just find it here because I did bring up the article. As you can see right here, we have it from Film Stories. Niche British film and TV company Network DVD reportedly goes into liquidation. Um, there's writer and producer Richard Marrison was one of the first to break the news in a tweet. So sorry to hear of the sudden demise of Network tweet of at Network Tweets, which has provided an incredible service over many years for fans of vintage British TV and film. It's truly the end of an era and of the steady liberation of eclectic niche material from archives. Hopefully, somebody will pick up a lot of their titles. They do some incredible stuff. Hey, welcome! Happy birthday, George! I hope you're having a great birthday. The birthday boy is here. It is upsetting when a business goes under. So for those that don't know, Network did a lot of like TV stuff. I think the put out they might put out like Space 1999, some titles like that. They did a lot of like regular titles. I'm going to show you some of them right here, some that I got, and I'm actually very proud to have some Network titles in my collection. And I kind of wish that I had more. Yeah, they did all Film Collector. I was watching a video of yours today. Film Collector Archive said he loved the Jerry Anderson stuff for Network. We do too, actually. I'm wondering if the one we got is from Network actually, because we have a what is it? One of those. It's here somewhere, and I'm actually pretty sure it is Network that put it out. Because we got a Jerry Anderson. What Thunderbirds? Do you know where it's at, my darling? I know it's here somewhere. Yeah, we have Thunderbirds here somewhere, and I'm pretty sure it's the one we got is a Network release as well. Everybody, make sure to wish George a happy birthday. Hopefully, he's getting lots and lots of cool movies, and I know he is. So, but here's some releases. These are some of their more regular releases. But they did like a lot of cool stuff. They did some like kind of crummy style stuff as well. So we got like some of the Edgar Wallace stuff here, like the Tear. And I love they did a lot of these kind of like slimline ones that they worked with Studio Canal on. We have the Flying Squad here with from again like really cool stuff. And some ones would have like features and stuff like that too, especially like I don't have it here right now, but The Man Who Haunted Himself, Roger Moore, that one. Most of your British TV sets are from Acorn. Acorn didn't do that one for me though. But then again, I could have bought it over in London. Midnight Menace, just so much good stuff here. Our Man in Marrakesh with Tony Rando, and now I'm Your Man in Marrakesh. There you go. We got some like cool stuff here, like Victim 5, which is an Italian film. Pretty sure it's an Italian film. Like it's Lex Barker, who actually played Tarzan. The Scotland Yard Mysteries is here, and one of my favorites, Horrors of the Black Museum with Michael Gough. Incredible movie, by the way, guys. If you've never seen this one, they did this one, Horrors of the Black Zoo, and really, really good stuff. And it is such a shame. We are losing. For those that don't know, we're losing network. They've gone into liquidation, and it is so sad because they do. And look at the inside of this work. Look at the way this is done. Such gorgeous work on the inside. And much like Kino, I love their the way they would do their cases, the way they do their discs. And this one wouldn't just be like here. Here's like another one. Here's like the inside for the Scotland Yard Mysteries one. Otherwise titled The Living Dead. I do recommend, if you got the chance, pick up some network titles while they are still around. Hey, somebody, I actually watched your video tonight. I'm very jealous of the stuff you got. It was UK company, George. I actually bought it at FOP in Covent Gardens. It is. I mean, and it's shocking. The thing is, they put out a lot of titles that I don't know if another company will pick them up. Like Horrors of the Black Museum, I'm hoping that's something that that'll get picked up by another company. But things like these earlier ones, like the Edgar Wallace Mysteries, Our Man in Marrakesh, and like Victim 5, you never quite know where any of these are going to land. Hind, was Our Man in Marrakesh actually shot in Marrakesh?
Probably not.
It's called a Marrakesh Films Limited Production. Herbert Lam and Tony Randall. So, do you have any of these, George? If you're going to your HMV or your FOB, these are usually really inexpensive, and the company is going out of business. So take a look at your local store, and if you see any that you like, pick them up, because they're not going to be around anymore. Network is a great. It's right. It's a fantastic label, and it is such a shame to. Yeah, gotta have the DBZ there. That's my better half is a huge Dragon Ball fan. But I'm in shock. Oh, I want to see. Let me see if I can actually find. Sad News But Network. The last release I got from them was Elizabeth Taylor, Sophia Loren documentary. It is, unfortunately, okay. It has gone into liquidation. The news was broken on Twitter today by a fairly reliable resource there. Richard Marson tweeted out the story about the sudden demise of network. I'll just put it up there because I want to be able to show you guys. And it really is a real shame to see this company go. I'm going to see if I can find their stuff online here. It's just going to take me a sec. Yeah, their last tweet there was like on May 4th. And if you go to networkonair.com, which was their website, unfortunately, right now, what it says account suspended. So obviously that's a damn shame right there. I'm just going to see if I can find a way to get to their website, and maybe get a older version of their website. So just so you guys can see right here, in liquidation. So it's really going to matter, like if somebody picks it up, or who picks it up, or if they pick up certain titles get taken out. Like I'll let you see right here. Like, it is more important than ever. It's like the support physical media labels. It really is, Dave. Like, that's 100% true. So if you go to network distributing right now, unfortunately, this is what you get. Account suspended. This account has been suspended. Contact your hosting provider for more services. Um, I was going to try to see maybe if I go through another way. No, it's hey Justin. Network's gone out of business. Unfortunately, this they do some great. Do a lot of like British television stuff. The Jerry Anderson's titles. A lot of these here, like Horrors of the Black Museum. Some really really cool stuff. Just amazing titles, and these weren't picked up by anybody else. So it is a real shame. It's a shock for the community to see like Network going. I don't think anybody would have like guessed this one in a million years. Would have seen like Network going under. For me, it would be like if somebody said, "Oh, Studio Canal's gone under." I'd be like, "Are you serious?" Because they've been like stalwarts for years. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just I'll show you some of their stuff. We'll go over to their to like the only ones that sell obscure British shows, especially great sci-fi shows and comedy shows. That is true. They do like a lot of that stuff. I'm not quite sure who's gonna pick that up, but just to let you guys see like a few of the things that they do, like I'll just on network DVD, for instance. Like they do like Blu-rays and stuff too. But let's go network DVD. We'll go network Blu-ray really quickly. We're just gonna get the movie network first. But there were so many titles that they did, like smaller titles too, like ones that you wouldn't get anywhere else. Oh God, Cartoon Network, go shag yourself. But like Mind Your Language, for instance, Wentworth Prison was put up by Network. The New Statesman, some of the like Tom Clancy's, like Department S, like a lot of stuff that my better half would be a huge fan of. A lot of like the older British like shows and kind of the Adventures of Robin Hood was put up by Network. The Richard Green one, and that was put up by them. They put out the goodies. They put out a ton of stuff. Um, just just releases that I don't know who else will pick up. Like I'm sure like some things you like some people pick up, but things like shows like Watching or uh or the Sweeney, which is a favorite of mine actually. I was a huge fan of the Sweeney when I was growing up. And I went on from the Sweeney to, of course, the best show that network ever put out, and I would kill to have the show. I don't own it, and I am very scared. I'm not going to. And that is Minder. So I grew up watching a show called Minder with starring Dennis Waterman and Cole, right? Yeah, Dennis Waterman, your Series 1 to 7. Terry McGann, and if you George Cole, yeah, perfect. So if you've never seen like the series Minder, it was a great show. And Dennis Waterman actually sang the song to it. They actually kind of made fun of it. Mike Hammer was a big seller for that. Was actually New Statesman, and it's such a shame. Like we're getting at a point right now, and it's such a sad point that companies like this, exactly, they used to like, oh, they want you to be in Star Wars. That's right. I'll write the song for Star Wars. I remember that. But to see a company like this, like just go under, it is sad. It is a sad time. They put out like box sets of films. They did such great work. Um, as a guy that like grew up on British TV because I'm Canadian and like we're pretty Anglophiles when it comes to television. Man in a Suitcase, another really cool series that I enjoyed a lot. Richard Bradford, put out again the complete series. Who else will put this out? Like who else in the future is going to put this out? And that's a part of the key thing right here too. Is I don't know anybody else that is going to grab this stuff. Like I'm trying to like some of it maybe Kino like stateside. maybe. And even that is like it's a big maybe, especially for the niche stuff, especially for these like stuff like the detective, especially stuff like Minder and Sweeney and stuff like that, which were pretty popular in its time. But who was going to like at this point hit on like say, well, I want to go out and buy the Sweeney. Well, most people aren't going to know what the Sweeney is. They're going to remember it from like the late Ray Watterson, who did like a remake film, if they remember it at all. And if they've seen the remake film, they probably don't know that there was a TV series that was attached to it in the first place. Um, we just bought Network's box set. Oh God, I almost bought that when I was in Canada, actually, because it was inexpensive and it was in Canada too. Um, but Brian Clemens, Thriller, another great series. And who's going to pick this stuff up? And people say, well, what about streaming stuff like that? A lot of these shows aren't shows that I see being like super successful on streaming. Streaming services, they still look for like a lot of like the Friends and The Office and stuff like that. And even for the older shows, then they're going to look for like maybe the Happy Days or the Too Close for Comforts or like the more um American shows. And they'll get some of the British shows, but they won't get like get a ton of them. Callahan, the Monochrome Years is here. Edward Woodward series, right? The one that he did before Equalizer. I love that they're sleep together like that. Are you shocked, Hint? Network. Protectors, Robert Vaughn. Incredible show. Like I can say right now, like it's heartbreaking to see a company go out like this. Like they put up Flintstones, Viva Rock Vegas. It's not like the Pot Carriers with Ronald Frazier, Paul Massey, the Love Lottery, David Nivens, Peggy Cummings. See, I don't see like a lot of these coming out from another company. That's the killer. But that's the hardest part with stuff like this. It's easy when it's not easy. It's never good when you see any company like go out of business. But sometimes like, okay, I can picture another company picking up this title or this title type of thing. But when you're looking at like Richard Attenborough, The Man Upstairs, or McKellen playing the part, or like Brown Fist with Maggie Clark and Carol Baker, The House Across the Lake with Alex Nichol, you really wonder like where and who takes up that mantle, or if anybody will take out the mantle. And I agree. And I hate to be like a doom and gloom with this type of stuff, but I agree with Keg here. Most of these titles may never get picked up again. You may never see another release for Man Marrakesh. You may never like, and that might matter, but for titles, you never want to see a title kind of going under. Network, the company Network, they put out a ton of like television shows and a lot of like movies, and they do a lot of like kind of the older stuff. They do like a lot of sci-fi and crimi and comedy and all the stuff. They've gone into liquidation. So Network, and I've been showing you some of the stuff. I'm showing on here some of the stuff that they do, and I won't promise my better half that I'd make this video shorter, so I won't be too long. But like just here's a Blu-ray right here, The House Across the Lake, Alex Nichol, Hillary Brooke, Sidney James, the great Sidney James, and their blood runs hot, but their heart is cold. I just can't see who's going to pick up some of these releases. You know, can you think of anyone that would pick up the releases, my darling? And just they've done such amazing stuff. They've done a lot of Ealing Studio stuff. They've done a lot. You got stuff like The Long Dark Hall with Rex Harrison, and just look how it look incredible. Like their Blu-rays, the way they look too. The only hope that we got, Lissa, is if Kino grabs Liz my like a lot of these titles, and I hope that they do grab some of these titles. But here's the thing: there's a lot of these here that I don't think, and it is shocking and it is sad that a company, especially a company this big, and if you don't know like Network, definitely check them out. If you live in the UK, I say go to your local store, HMV, go to your local fob, check out their titles because they won't be around. And if you see stuff, especially like something that interests you, something different, something unique, something weird, something that speaks to you, buy it because their stuff is usually extremely cheap. And hey, Chris, welcome, man. Did you had you heard the news about network going under? Because there's like the chance that we're going to get our man in Marrakesh titles like this from somebody else, highly unlikely. And it's a good cast too. We got like Tony Randall, Senta Berger, Herbert Lom's in this one, Wilfred Hyde White, Terry Thomas, Klaus Kinski. Yeah, something. Well, I don't know the politics or anything like that. I try to keep out of that stuff. I just go for the collecting portion of it. But they went under so quickly, and that's that's what kills me. That's what hurts. Just to see a company go under so quick. And look at some of these here. Look how cheap some of these titles are right now. Like this one here, one left. And it is sold by Black Wolf, so I think it's not the actual Amazon. So like Poison Pen with Flora Robson and Robert Newman. And I'm pretty sure like they put out a lot of the Jerry Andersons. Like somebody mentioned it too, and I'm pretty sure that they did a lot of this stuff as well. Now I'm sure people will pick up some of the Jerry Anderson stuff because that still has kind of a popularity to it. Captain Scarlet, for instance, here like this was a network put out Captain Scarlet. They put out a whole bunch of like Thunderbirds and like titles like that. Sim Life for Action, Jerry Jerry Anderson in concert. Just such cool titles. UFO. Actually, I'll check on that one because I did like UFO a lot. Did we pass by that one, or am I gonna have to look it up? Stingray was ITV put it Stingray. Maybe we're lucky in ITV will put it UFO too. So the complete series was put up by network. You can see it right here, fully restored, Blu-ray edition. I totally know why, man. But yeah, anyway, I won't keep you guys very long. I wanted to make a short video to talk about it. I'm off to get some food before sit down with the kitty cats. We'll do like a longer video tomorrow. So if you're around, George, on your birthday, but if you're not, do your birthday stuff. That's the cool stuff. But all the jazzy stuff, like, share, subscribe, super chat if you want to do, super sticker, donate if you want to. If you don't, it's okay. Just hit the like button. That's the most important part. Like that's just as long as you guys come in, we get to talk. That's what I'm here for. A big shocker. Thanks for your video, by the way. It kind of helped me tonight. Because I was actually watching your video when I found out about network. But gotta go make sure the kitties are resting and grab some food. Thanks for watching that, guys. I hate to be like the guy that comes in like the bearer of bad news and kind of doom and gloom, but it's something to think about and something to talk about. And we are definitely going to be talking about this again. And we're going to look at what network is out there. I'm going to see if I can put together kind of like maybe a buying guide before they're out of business, totally before you can't get their stuff. So we'll look at that. See you next time right here in the Cloud Cinema. Have a great night. Enjoy your birthday, George. Happy birthday once more. And I will see you soon.